What time is it? 10:30 in the morning, day of the event. Sitting here making sure everything is all taken care of. Batteries are charging. So, making sure I got all the gear I need. Making sure that the mics will be charged and all this other stuff. I don't even know how well this looks. I'm nervous, but I'm not nervous. You know, it's a launch. Like, we've been doing it for a while, but like, it's the launch day. Like, we had a great success with Juneteenth at PPAC with Mixed Magic Theater, and now, you know, this is the day of the launch. This is it's crazy. 6 months ago, 7 months now, I guess. Did not imagine this was going to be happening. Didn't see this. So we'll see how it goes.
Welcome to TF3 Airport. Is what? 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 They say what we famous for. That's why I'm taking y'all on this verbal tour. First stop, Providence Place Mall, 3 floors of stores to shop for you and yours. Don't have a ride, you can take the Ripper. Anywhere you need to go, the bus will get you. Cranston, Warwick, even Newport, Kennedy Plaza, where you can find the ice court. Y'all know Brown University, famous. J-Dub, PC, you alright? Famous. Students from everywhere come here to go there. The capital's Providence. Dante is in your ear. Home of the Blue Bug, Iggy's and Thayer Street. Full of stores to shop or places you can eat. Near is downtown P-Pack. Enjoy a show. The Dunk Water Fires. Other things you need to know. Can't forget Fat Hill for real.
Straight up, right? 401, what was it?
All right. I would ask that all questions be directed towards him. That's not Now,
You recording this?
am I recording this? Why do you always ask me that question knowing the answer? I'm always recording.
I wouldn't be me.
I'm always. Is your mic on? You turn your mic on?
Hello? Is it on? No?
It's on. You got it.
Oh.
It's on. Yeah, it's on.
Okay. Okay.
You don't remember the first episode.
For Nikki, you gotta be A, B, C, D, E,
All
F,
right.
G.
Thank you all for coming out to the Beyond Lunch. Yeah! That's right. 101,000, you make noise like it's 20,000 of you. This right now is the talkback portion of the event. So all phones on vibrate. Thank you. It's okay. It's all right. We know now to put all our phones on vibrate. Look, I'm reaching for mine. It's me. It's me dancing in skates with my daughter. That is the picture that she's showing me. No, I was telling you. Always. Anyway, so we're gonna open up with any questions that the audience may have for us, to us, about us. And we are open to answer, and welcome again, and thank you to the Beyond the Launch network event, family and friends network event. That is a free event that's been open to the public
Since 1999.
1982. All right, that's the mic right there. Feel free to pass it around and ask. Oh, actually, yeah, you had a question. You was about to ask me a question. You was about to ask me something.
I guess it can be towards everybody, but I mean, specifically to Jiki, just because I know how your setup was and everything like that. how were you able to manage the chaos in the household? Not necessarily, I mean, not, and then like still be able to do your production and everything like that. I'm not saying like it's completely chaos or stuff, but yeah.
It is. Well, I don't have a household, so I know I'm out of this one.
Yes. So, you ever seen the movie Multiplicity?
Yeah.
I got doubles. I got triples and doubles. No. My wife can tell you. Yeah, exactly. So, managing the chaos, I don't know how I do it myself sometimes. It's more so of getting a routine. And that routine came with COVID and being locked down. And then my wife working, and I'm going to school online, the girls are going to school online. So it's like we developed that routine. So it's like in between them going to school, feeding them, keeping them like entertained, doing classes, studying, being creative, like that pattern kind of just like developed itself. Like I didn't set out to do that. It just now became regular. And then after, the world reopened, I never stopped. It was like,
Yeah.
So like every now and then I get tackled. I gotta like sit still. So that's what happened.
Hey guys. So,
Hello.
When it comes to kind of doing creative things and following your passions, have you ever had a passion that you used to do, whether it was like something with music or something with some sort of creative thing like art or writing, lyrics or even stories and stuff? Have you ever kind of had to abandon that? And if you did, have you ever been successful at going back to that and bringing it kind of to this like forefront? Like basically, how do you overcome like an anxiety of something that used to bring you passion before?
Oh, I'm actually going through that right now. I'm an online nutrition and fitness coach, and started off as an athlete, then went into coaching and bodybuilding, and just kind of used my education in exercise physiology and then nursing, and brought everything in together to do what I do today. So I've worked with athletes up to octogenarians, from getting people on stage to getting 80-year-olds off statins and blood pressure medicine. But so first of all, I'm a Gemini. I don't know if anybody's into this. Okay.
You and my mama, I swear for Jesus.
Yeah, so here's the Nikki who wants to help people and who's passionate about helping people to become better and healthier, getting off medications. And here's the other Nikki who wants to eat copious amounts of delicious food and go have a YouTube channel about touring the world and eating the best cannolis or having the best cappuccinos, right? So I'm always torn between passions all the time. And I actually just recently got a part-time job in a cafe. And so it's really put me back in balance of appreciating what I do on this end. And then now that because I do everything online, so I really miss the community of being in the gym with other people. So this is satisfying that need to be in a community and passionate about food. So what's great about where I'm at is that it's locally sourced food, it's very healthy ingredients. This lady offers vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, like all sorts of different things that run the spectrum of the diets that I provide for other people. So to see the other end of people enjoying really good, nutritious food, I like to see people happy immediately versus doing what I do on the other end. It's not instant gratification. It's months and months and months of hard work to see people reach their goals. And while that's longer lasting, that other Gemini side, I'm like, I need instant gratification. You know what I'm saying? So I think that pulled me back into a balance before I almost lost. I wouldn't say lost my business, but I really started to lose the passion behind it because of the emotional toll it's been taking. When you're starting to help people who you know everything about them. Like, I know people's menstrual cycles, I know their poop schedules, I know their kids' names, I know what they do for a living, I know their sleeping habits, I know everything. And so I'm someone who takes on all of those things for these people to help them get to where they want to go. And so it's like, it's going on this very, very long journey. And while very gratifying at times, it's also very hard. So I think if you're in a place where you're doing something that you're passionate about and you're starting to lose it, it's just to find a hobby or something that can pull you away from doing what you're doing, to appreciate something else, to then realize how much you really do love this other thing. So I think for me what it was taking a step back from working on the business and just working in the business. So I stopped posting on social media regarding my business, and I'm really enveloping myself on the culinary side of things. So that's where I'm at.
Let me add to that. When sometimes you need to take a reset. And when you reset, you know what you could do? You could actually, what did I do before that I could do different when I reapproach it? So sometimes when you, like me, when I did music, I always retired, and you'll hear certain songs I said it came out of retirement. Sometimes you get away from it and you come back bigger and stronger. And then you have a better team as well. It's like what we're doing right here. It's like this is the first launch. And I got away from everybody before I reconnected with Keem. Keem wasn't a part of the first team, but we were still working with each other, doing individual projects. So when we actually came together, what happened? Now we took it to a next level. We was like, let's do cable. And then it opened the doors. We got the shirts now. And then who would have ever known that we would be in the theater that he worked for 20 years and we having our first launch. And that's what you're witnessing right now. So sometimes when you do step back, the world ain't over. You're still alive, you're still breathing. It's like, I make it simple for people. A, B, C, D. Start with A, get to your B. Then when you get to C, D's your results. Once you get to that results from the A point, you're gonna be, okay, what do I want to do with E, F, G? And if you make it basic and make it simple, you'll know it's easier to accomplish it the second time than it was the first time, because the first time you might not know what you was doing, but the second time you're like, you know what? I did it this way, I noticed it didn't work that way. Let me recalculate, apply it, and make it work this way this time.
For me, I would say, don't lose hope in losing your passion for what you love to do, because it's always going to be there. It's like riding a bike. Like something that you are naturally gifted at doing, no matter how far, or how much time you take off from doing it, it's always there. Like, cause I used to do a lot of visual art. I used to do a lot of, I used to write a lot. Like, I wasn't just emceeing. Like, I've done poems, I've done stories, I've done plays, I have movies that I was like, they're all there. Like, and every now and then I'll peruse through it and whatnot, and sometimes giving it space and then like going back to it inspires even greater work. So, all right.
Actually, I want to add on to that. I think letting go of the outcome makes a big difference. Like, I don't know, I think that's also the other thing is, like, we get so wrapped up, our passion becomes our job and our job becomes our living. It's like we're so focused on making the money, the end result of what our passion's all about, we forget what the passion is. So when business gets involved, when money gets involved, it's like it becomes a chore. And I think if you let go of the outcome and just do what you love to do, that money will come back. And again, hence the part-time job, right? So I'm using that to substitute for where I lack in my business, but it's opened my eyes to letting go of what's happening here, so that maybe at some point some inspiration will come back and then I can build this up again. So I think that has helped. Yeah.
Embrace the weird.
And for one more hope, Keem could be the example again. He had a team before I came on. We knew each other. We just never worked with each other like this. So everybody did whatever they did. I don't know. They went to I know somebody owned a truck company and everything. So everybody went on to do different things. But he still had his passion. He still had what he wanted to do. So what happened? He made a phone call. So sometimes when you're with one team, it doesn't mean that they was wrong or right. It might not work out the way it needed to work out. So when he made the phone call, he called me, what happened? I would just say, okay, let me take the information that I have and let me help him with his vision. This is his vision. Like, even though most people would know me as the face of the vision, it's still his vision. Without his idea, without his thought, I couldn't live it out. So when he made the phone call and we worked on projects, and like I said earlier, we came up with cable, and I was just like, you know what? We need a woman, we need a face, someone that could gravitate. This is what I mean by the team building. That's why we go on our site, on the YouTube page.
You got team buildings episodes 1 and 2, and
this is 3 right here.
this is 3 right here. Yeah.
So when I met Nikki, and someone in the audience also said, now he was with me my whole time, and he said that, yo, she was the right fit for what y'all doing. See, other people will recognize, and sometimes you have to have the right people around you to make the clock work. Because you see how, if you look at the workings of a clock, you need all the proper tools to make it work properly. So when we add it up on, it's like, we don't even have to tell Nikki. Be always saying, hey, can I help? Can I help? Can I help? We like, Nikki,
wait, Nikki, we got something for you. I promise you. It's like, because it's not that we don't want her help. It's not that we don't need her help. It's just that we're trying to set it up so when it's hers to go, like, it's just going to be like, we're going to set it up so good that we can go on vacation, you can run it, and we're going to be over here like, you got this, Nikki?
And look at what you did today. See, without telling her, this is another thing. Make sure you got people that believe in what you're doing. Because you ain't got to tell them what to do. They're going to already know what to do. And the people that's here, if y'all wasn't here, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now. Like, this is my brother in the audience right now. And that's how much I love him and adore him, that if he was just him, it's enough for me to do this. You know what I mean? Even though there's more people. So Nikki took pictures today and already on site, Waffle Bandit, this, and that's what she does. So it's not that you gave up on it, or there's not that, I can't go back. Just learn, take the pieces that didn't work the first time, let me see how can I redo this, and watch it come back bigger and stronger. And that's for everybody, it's not just for him, it's for everybody. Don't give up, because as long as you got breath, you're still alive, so do what your heart desires.
Next question. Anybody? Uh-oh. He's wearing a shirt. He might got a real good one. Oh, yeah, he's wearing one of the shirts.
How's it going?
How you doing?
Good.
My question for Nick is, what was it with Keem and Dante's vision that got you to want to participate or be a part of what they have going on?
Someone would leave me alone.
Huh?
No.
Notice she looked around me. Around me.
I wasn't trying to hit on her.
No, you didn't at all, actually. It's like, listen to this song, I got a song for you, play it. And I'm like, oh, okay.
You know that song is our intro, right?
Yes. It started with a conversation, and that's what I do for a living. I talk to people, I communicate with people, and Dante's approach and his relentlessness, which is key to what we're doing. This is how it's been able to propel itself the way it has. But when I saw Dante's song and then saw the first episode, and then he just kind of kept the wheel going and kind of put, little things in my ear, and I know that there's something bigger for me. I don't know what it is, but I felt like the connection that I had with these guys was what's going to help all three of us propel forward into whatever it is that we're doing. And so we just vibe together so well. So I don't think there was any one thing other than I just hit the ground running, and Dante's like, okay, I want to interview. I'm like, okay. As soon as we sat down together, that was it. It was all we needed. And then Jakeem, they're so inviting, so easy to talk to. It just flowed from there. It was just seamless the whole time.
Part 2.
Oh.
Where do you guys see Beyond Eons in the next year or so?
I got you. Listen, no, okay, well, let's play here.
Listen, I didn't see this 6 months ago, let alone tell you what's gonna happen in another year or so. I don't place any limitations to it, because he asked me like every other day, so what's next? I don't know. This. It's whatever, brother. It's like there are ideas floating out there. There are possibilities, and ventures that we.
Let me speak for you, because you just.
I'm being vague.
Yabba yabba do.
I'm yabba dabba doing.
Listen.
Don't make me get Anastasia in here.
Oh, Lord.
I'm gonna get to the point. Listen, as he was saying earlier, 6 months ago this was our idea. We're wearing that idea now, 6 months later. So if you take, and again, his idea is in a place he worked for 20 years. And we right now living out his idea, answering that question. So where we going beyond this? Again, who would have thought? We helping somebody else, the food service that we had today. That came from the idea of what we're doing right now. So we're in foods. She's in fitness. So we got fitness going on. I'm in music, production. We cable. We just did a deal with somebody in Maryland that has a radio station, audio.
That's gonna be state, country, what? Is it countrywide?
It's throughout the United States, like Arizona and UK.
So yeah, we're going international.
So the next, thing, this is my job. The next thing is, what is the next thing?
No, all that talking. No. You did all that. You built it up like.
I do that. I have the next thing, but I'm just saying, like, the next thing is actually to get our own facility. That's the next thing. Because
one-stop shop.
And honestly, this is something I would say pray for.
One-stop shop.
Get Keem off his job. Because if I could get this man off his job, then I can really do it. Because you know me, I quit my job and just go traveling, and I could really do what we need to do. But I need him off his job so he can make sure his family is well provided, his lovely wife trusts what we're doing. I want to make sure that he could bring home what he needs to bring home, as well as Nikki, so that I could do what I need to do. Because I know they're comfortable, then now I can go and do more traveling than I have been traveling. Because I'm stuck here. I feel like I'm in handcuffs, not being able to do what I can do.
You know what? The show might travel with you. Listen, except for there, we ain't gonna do that one. We ain't gonna do 30 days in the prison. So, but I'm saying, like, the sky's the limit. Like, I've thought about the thought of a traveling show. Like, this show is already traveling. We're already traveling around New England and Mass, and we're not sitting down with these people. So, why stop there? So, I never know, who's the next person that I'm going to sit down with. Like, I have an interesting interview that's possibly happening. I went to my mechanic. My mechanic's girlfriend's talking to this dude, and he's like, "Oh, I seen your commercial in the Super Bowl." I'm like, "Who are you?" "Well, this is me. I do this, and I would like to interview you." He's like, "I would love to. We just, relocated back down here. We got 2 locations." I was like, "Cool. I'll be calling you." I'm not gonna tell you when that interview's happening. So yeah, I knew you was like, "Who is it?" I ain't gonna tell you nothing. But these things happen daily, like, and that's like my brother over here behind the camera because he's hiding. He had to break me out of my social shell, so to speak, to be as open and confident in talking, and that was just mainly the girls. But it also helped in other aspects. And this man right here is taking that next step to break me out of that shell of a more business aspect and being open to talking to people in what would be seen high society or high regards, like being comfortable in a more professional setting. So these things are constantly happening, and there's constant growth. So I say there's no limit to where or what is going to happen in the next year.
Beyond.
See, I looked because I knew something was coming.
So how was it working with Mr. Dante Martin?
Pretty much like you see on the camera and right now, like it 1 minute is flowing, and the next minute is like, "Where you going? Get back up. Come here. Why? Why did you? No. Get back on." And Nikki she doesn't, I don't know if she's doing it on purpose now. Now I'm starting to wonder because she be just setting him up and then he just starts, "Hello? Is it me?" I'm like, "Dude, why are you every time? Stop." But it's fun. It's
You still think about that new kid on the block,
Oh
man?
my God.
See?
Set himself up.
That's not the right stuff.
The wrong stuff. But no, it's never not fun because we, like Nikki was saying, we vibe. Like, I can't think of a moment where it was just like tense. Like we from the moment I met Nikki.
Oh no, spontaneous was tense.
Spontaneous was not tense. That was
No,
frustrating.
in the beginning.
It's a difference. It's a difference. It's a difference. 'Cause his idea of what he saw was not the same thing I saw. We was in the same store. He saw something different. I saw something completely different. He's like, it was the perfect opportunity. I was like, they had boxes taller than them. They weren't paying attention to you. He said, yes, they were. I said, they weren't watching your video. So, like,
Okay, they wasn't watching my video, but guess what?
we came
We
back.
forgot him.
Yeah, exactly. Our most popular
Yeah.
episode. That's all.
And yours is second. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm going to put the camera on you. Okay.
I have another question.
Okay, I was like, voice in the dark.
Yes, I am speaking. So you had touched about something about coming out of your social shell, in a way of speaking. Where do you find the confidence to overcome your own self-doubts on projects or adventures and things?
Good question.
Ha.
Sorry, deep question.
No, that was
No,
great.
I don't think there are moments when I like push myself past the uncomfortability, and then there are moments where it's like until the results are in, I'm still like I'll do it all the way through like as if I've made it to that confident level, and I haven't. Like sometimes it's like when you're putting out a project and you're unsure which way it's gonna go. And it's like, you did it. It's like, people think, oh, that was really, you were really confident to put that out. I'm like, and you're like, inside, you're like, no, this can go really bad. So it's like, it comes and goes. There are moments where I'm highly confident, and that's when I get nervous because as a performer, I was part of a sketch comedy group, and we wrote all the material. So one night I was like super confident. I didn't go through my little, innuendos of like doing push-ups or laying on the floor because I'm nervous and whatnot. I'm like walking around like a peacock, like I got this. Dropped every line. Missed everything. I wrote it and I couldn't remember my own words. That's when I realized being too confident can get me in trouble. So that bit of nervousness is always good to have. For me, it works that way. Like when I feel too confident, I worry. When I'm still got the butterflies, I'm nervous, but I'm still, pushing forward. It's like, it's always a step. You always got to keep moving forward. I think no matter how confident you can be, you still can meet that same wall with confidence as you would meet with nervousness. So it's like,
He said, where you get it from?
Where'd I get it from?
Where you get it from?
I get it from my mom.
She's hiding under her lady.
No, real talk. Actually, I do. I get it from my mom.
So you gotta explain to him where you get your confidence from.
I get my confidence from my mother and the females in my family that raised me. I get it from watching desperate and down situations turn into beautiful outcomes. My mom had an addiction and struggled. I was one of her biggest supporters ever since I was little. And to see where she's at now and to know her journey, that was a constant motivation to not give up. And now we're entering in a new phase. And my mom was just diagnosed with early onset Alzheimer's. So this launch is mainly for my brother in there who's chefing it up, and for my mom, just for awareness and to, put it out there that that same inspiration I got from watching how strong my mother is like, now I have to take everything that she's instilled in me and I have to be strong with her and for her in this moment. And that's hard because this is a whole new level of chaos. This is like outside of the production, when the production, family and kids and all that seems easy now. Sad to say. But that strength that I remember growing up with, that strength that was instilled in me, that is what keeps me going. That's what pushes me forward. Thank you, Ma.
Here. I like this illustration. I'm gonna put it in front of the camera for confidence.
Here we go.
All right. You see how that bottle's almost empty? Say if you was watching, what's them things? You just want to drip. You just keep watching a drip. That would become boring, right? But as time goes on, what happened? It feels. Work with me, not against me. You gonna be dumb. See, so where confidence comes from is this, right? It's like I said with ABC, 1, 2, 3. You started somewhere. This was a start. Like I told him yesterday, and I'm gonna tell y'all today. Today is the first day of the rest of your life. What we're doing today is a drip. The next thing is gonna be another drip. Like I told him when we was at PPAC before, I'm gonna give y'all some of the conversations we had behind stage, behind background. When we got the shirts, we made an order and then we did another order. And he said, "You think we're gonna sell all them shirts at PPAC?" I said, "Nah, that's impossible. I never seen nobody do that." Well, we sold all of them but 3. It had a bunch of pre-orders. So that happened. Now we was like, man, we ain't gonna have no shirts for the launch. How many did we sell? You see what I mean? So now that first step set it up for this step. Why would you get discouraged when you already know you already got? And we did another order and got different colors and everything. So that's the drip, the drip, the drip, the drip. So eventually, like looking right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people right now is wearing the shirts.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11. The company, Mixed Magic Family brought. Matter of fact, Mixed Magic Family, in the process of setting this up, brought 4 of the last shirts that were in the first order. Like, not actually there was only 4 left in the first order. They brought all of them.
Drip, drip, drip. You see what I mean? So it's like everybody's expecting it's gonna be this hooray. Like I could even take it a step further. Did y'all know that Jay-Z used to open up for Nas? Did y'all know Jay-Z used to pay Method Man to open up for him? Who's the bigger artist? In the defense for us.
I think it comes down to compound interest, right? So you're going to just see it flooding up, and it's just going to compound itself over and over and over again. So you're going to have peaks and valleys all the time, but it can go like this, up and up and up. So I think as long as we stay encouraged and not get disheartened, say, if we don't sell any today, that's fine. We showed up, and look what we have in front of us. We didn't even know this many people would be here, right? So even that is encouraging to continue to do what we're doing, keep putting out content, keep putting those drops in there, right? And next thing you know, it's overflowing.
Yeah, I'm not even going to tell you how many people I told them were coming. I threw out a ridiculous number. Things like, really? I was like, no.
He had more faith than me. I was like,
and then as we neared, this day, it was like, oh, this is Juneteenth week. And I was like, what do you mean week? So it was like, there's a whole bunch of Juneteenth events happening around the city. There was one that was supposed to be outside downtown, which was the main one, but I was like, it rained. It happened. I know it happened, but it rained. I was like, kind of not
over the rainbow.
What? You just made that up. That ain't even a real song.
That is a song.
I had to sing
Yeah, thank you.
tryout in 8th grade. Don't make me sing it.
Oh, wait, you know the words? Oh, we talking about the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Okay, but where he started, it didn't sound like a real song. It just sounded like he was just making it up. That's what threw me off. Are there any other questions? Oh, young lady in the front.
You gotta get the mic.
Yes, sir.
What got you to start doing this whole thing? Like, what was your main integrity for this whole thing?
Intention. Okay, I'm with you. My main intention, what started all of this?
That's a good question.
I know it started all of this. My father. Started with him. Let's go back. No, literally, no, because I recently came to the understanding of where my music comes from, my influence, what kind of producer I am. I am deeply rooted in jazz, and that comes from my father, which was Mr. Magic by Grover Washington Jr., which was the first song that I ever heard that I learned to walk to. So my mom's shaking her head, she remembered the story. Like, the story goes like, I'd be in the back of the house in my walker, and my father put that record on, and I would come run to the radio and start bouncing. And he was like, Betty, I think he understands. She's like, he don't understand. He turned it off, I go back. He turned it back on, I come running back and start bouncing. To the point where I got, like, I think I was 1 or 2. I came out the room, grabbed the record, put it on the record player, put it exactly on that song, hopped in his lap and took a nap. So, wow. Music has been my anchor and keystone in life ever since I can remember. My whole idea going to New England Tech to get my degrees, I only went there to get sound engineering. They made me into an editor. They made me into a video guy. Like, that first year, I had to go through that first year learning all that stuff in order to get back to this. So, my intentions with all of this was selfish. It was based on music. My intentions for all of this was just to get my music out. That didn't happen that way, but it did happen that way because not only did I get music out, I got beautiful visuals. I got a great team I'm working with. Shirts and more to come. So my intentions were not as, good at first, but the payoff was way better. Thank you, young lady with the Michael's Core hoodie. Oh, another question. Young lady with the gangster hoodie on.
Will you make a pink and teal shirt of your production?
Pink and teal, Beyond Neon's
yes.
logo. We already got a one-of-one request.
Work on that.
If you pre-order it, we will make it.
And she's your daughter too.
You've been a drop of water. Hey, don't be saying that.
She just put everybody on blast. Yo, so it's his daughter, grandmother, motherfucker. That's who's in the crowd.
And by the way, if you see someone sneaking out, it's me. My nose is stuck.
Okay, you gotta blow your nose.
You gonna take the mic with you?
We be her talking, she'd be like, Are there any other questions? How you doing, Tom? Okay.
Actually, I want to say something on your selfish endeavor.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's what I'm gonna call it from now on.
I don't know. Does anyone ever, I know, there's world changers, right? There's people who want to change the world, but it seems like that's selfish too. I want to change the world. I want to be the one, right? But you had something that you loved that was pure in your heart and your soul that you wanted to express, but music is enjoyed by everybody, right? I just think it's really cool that you were open to diverting to something else to get where you eventually want to be, because your music will get out there in some way, shape, or form. It may not look like where it started, but it will go there, and I think that's the coolest thing, that if you're open to letting things morph and move in different directions, letting go of the outcome, look where you're at now. So I think every endeavor should be selfish because you feel so good about something, and like this one wants everyone to know. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here right now. So I think it's awesome. I think it's going to be exciting to see how you develop in your music, what comes out, especially with all the editing that you are doing, where you can throw that in there. And even the Instagram Live that you did with your cousin or nephew?
My nephew.
Yeah, I loved it. I mean, the beat that you put there, even though you didn't have to say anything, it was just nice to listen to. So I'm looking forward to more of that.
Use the mic, ma'am.
That episode of not that episode, but I saw that, where he's like, oh, we gotta put lyrics to this.
That's and that is all. I thank you for making me feel better about my intentions. No, but you're absolutely right, because to get back to your question, what's next? Because that reminded me of something that I forgot that I'm supposed to write down that possibly is going to happen. Season 1, all the tracks up there, like a lot of the tracks that's on season 1 is some of them like albums that were released before, and some of them were never heard before. So I might do a season 1 or the other side of things soundtrack. Maybe invite some artists, some local artists, maybe get a bunch of people on it. You never know. Like, there was an idea for one of the albums called The Lo-Fi Theory. It was called Return to the Lo-Fi Theory. It was a very Tribe Called Quest type of thing, where it's like, I wanted to get all the MCs I knew in Rhode Island on this track. We talked about it years ago, back when like S02E11 was still the spot. We still had that stage, and it's like, I talked to like, Infinite the Ghost. Dante was like floating, like we were always passing each other in that same circle. I talked to Mill Tickets, who later became Who Dem. Like I was talking with the ambassador, not the ambassador, what's his name? The three of them, the King Sub just passed, I'm sorry. He was the
Renaissance.
Yeah, Renaissance. I was talking to that crew. And like we were all gonna get together and make
Resistance.
Resistance, yes. We was all gonna like dirty. We was all talking about getting together to do a symphony, like one of them old school hip hop symphonies. I was like, I would love to still see that thing happen. So yeah, there's so many possibilities. Any other questions before we?
No, I just had the thought though.
Who?
So you know how there's trending songs on Instagram, right? You'll see like the key one is the DJ or whoever is playing the music, but then it gets replicated as it trends. Like, do you know how to get a trending song? We need to figure that out.
We need to figure that one out, yeah.
Because it's basically just someone TikTok.
There you go.
It's TikTok.
I know.
Yeah, we gotta figure that out.
Okay. Sir, you have your question?
So, what were some of the struggles that you had when you're getting to the point you guys are at right now?
Getting him to slow
That's the funny part. There wasn't no struggles.
It was like, we talked about starting this in December of last year.
Oh, hold up. There is a struggle.
There was.
Him. No. What I mean, him. Go, say what you want to say, but him. I'm gonna explain.
I'm interested to find out what it was too. So, shut up. My brother, yeah. Because he's been telling me to do this since he met me. He saw all this in 2000, and he's like, dude, you need to be doing this. Like, that's why, like, he was the first person before any other hip hop artist got to me. He was the first one, like, dude, you need to put your stuff out there. I'm like, nobody else like it. Yeah, there's a lot of things. So it wasn't a struggle, but it was a lot because me and my family were on vacation in New Year's. We was in Disney for December, and we were talking. And I was like, all right, when we get back, we're gonna hit the ground running. I didn't know how serious he took that. Because soon as
You gave that green light?
I'm home. We haven't stopped since. Like, we took a couple breaks and whatnot, but now we are here. Like, can you attest to that, please?
Yes. I don't know if this is working.
It's working.
Yes. Jakeem was like, Dante wants to do X, Y, and Z when we get back. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Yeah, when we get back. We got back and he didn't stop. I'm like, you good? Yeah. But I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Dante's calling me about this and he's calling me about that. It got to the point where I had to tell him, shut off your damn phone. You know what? Y'all are laughing. Yeah.
The fisticuff, no.
Because y'all don't understand. This man's phone wouldn't stop going off. He'd be off to the world. But yo, this is off now, babe. Do something. Put a do not disturb from like your work hours from this time to that time. So yes, he
Non-stop. Been non-stop.
So now that we heard from the queen, let me explain why we have to do what we got to do.
Wait.
Okay, so there wasn't no struggles. We actually, bam, everything that we said we were going to do, we did it and beyond. The only struggle was, as this man has his health, he worked, he has his family, as you just heard. I need him to do something so I'm able to do what I need to do. Without him, he's the heart and the brain of the operation. I may be the face, but he's the heart and the brain. So if something happened to him, my face is done. You know what I mean? And Nikki could be the body. But the point of the matter is, y'all can't see the people. See? So it's like, I know it's very time consuming what he has to do, and it was needed to get where we are today. Without what he done, we wouldn't be here today. So that's the struggle, because again, it's mentally draining on him, because he got to do the editing. He has to do the connection that I connect. I got us this. He has to do all that. So that's where the struggle is. As far as anything else, no, because I'm just like, yo, all you got to do is tell me what I got to work with, and I'm going to make it work. You give me 2 sticks, I'm making a fire. And that was the point of where I was trying to say is, everybody had an idea. Somebody said, you know what we're going to do today, boys? We're going to fly us a plane. And people were like, what? What is a plane? Now we have planes all through the sky. You know what we're going to do today, boys and girls? We're going to drive us some cars. Well, we got these horses. Now we got cars. Matter of fact, you see that cyber truck it is now? You see what?
See, everybody's seeing it. The Cyberpunk 2020 truck that keep running around. So Hummer Park, I don't want to, like, no. Yeah, that thing is.
If you notice in the song Dreamer, people don't know why I wrote that song and why I named it Dreamer. The beat was called Dreamer. And I named the song Dreamer for a reason, because everybody in this room is a dreamer. Everybody in this room did something to become who they are. Whether you're working, whether you're a mother, whether you're a father, you did something. That was a dream. And if you notice what I said, I had a dream like Martin Luther. What's in his palms could tell the future. See, when people didn't know what I was talking about a mic, I was talking about the cell phone. That's why I said what I said, what's in his palm. What's in your palm could tell the future. Whatever idea you have in your palm, when you writing down something, that's your idea, that's your dream. That's your, I could be your dreamer.
So if anybody, you know, there's a question right back here. Pastor Mike, there's a question back there. So if anybody knows a better singer than I, please send them my way. Then use the microphone to say it. Yes, please use the Please use the microphone, ma'am. Please, for me.
Am I too loud?
No.
I'm just sitting here thinking about you using something.
I need you to speak into the mic so I can hear. There you go. Ma, you gotta. No, but you're not speaking into it, Ma. Please.
Hello?
Thank you. Yes.
Is it me you looking for?
I need you so it can record. I need to hear you.
Okay. Listen, like he was just in a walk-up. His dad was playing this magic. And I was in the kitchen living in Canarsie in Brooklyn. And the music, I didn't pay no mind. He told me, I got it on here. He said, Nick, watch it. He put the music on. It was just like he was broke watching. He was just bouncing this way, that way. And I said, I'm looking at it. And he said, stops the music, goes back to the living room, puts the music back on, and it comes to school. The next time you presented dressing was on Easter. I bought you a suit, so it wasn't even due yet. And you had a suit with the vest and the tie, and that Mr. Manning, you came out when you no walk on your spouse.
I didn't know that. So, let's give it up to my pops, Mr. Grover Washington Jr., my mom, Mr. Magic. Now when you go listen to that song, you're going to think of little baby me. That was, yes.
Is it okay if I read my passion?
Sure. All right, we got one more question because we got a little less than an hour before we wrap, so we're going to get back to the socializing before everybody has to leave. Is there one more question?
Don't be scared. You got a question?
Over there.
You got a question?
Mike, passer.
The mic.
Careful, careful.
What was the goal of this event today, and did you accomplish it?
Yes, many times over. The goal of this event was to open the doors to the public to come and meet us. Not just see us on Instagram, not just see us on YouTube, not just see us on cable. Like, come and visit, see what we do, come see us. Have this conversation. We are all about the conversation. If you watch the show, we always talk about we're open to any type of conversation, any question. This was our way of almost like the thank you episode. This was like, come meet and greet us. We're real. Hopefully, we will hopefully see some of the other guests that may have been on, but everybody's busy, got schedules and whatnot. But if anything, you can come and meet us and meet our family and see what we are really like and see if it's just cameras or like we are really just like this. This is just how it is. And I think we did that 10 times over. Like, I'm so beyond happy with even this amount of people. Like,
the question is,
beyond honest.
did y'all have a good time?
Yeah. Yeah, I think they meant it. I think they meant it.
When you look at it, to answer your question, another note is this, right? I don't know if you was here when I said the drip. Those that wanted to be here were here, is the point. If you got to hunt people down, like I was telling you earlier, then they really not in the best of your interest. So my thing is, why am I worried about who's not here when I ain't entertaining the people that are here? That's my main thing. I'm not worried about who's not supporting. I'm focused on who is supporting. So like I said, my brother's in the crowd, and I met his lovely wife for the first time today. That's more entertaining to me. You see what I mean? I met Keen's mom, and what's the first thing she said to me when I came in? I always see you on TV. I finally actually get to see you in person. See, that's me more than anything else. Keen's wife, you heard what she just said? Phone was ringing off the hook. I knew she hated me. I knew she hated me.
I think she still might.
No, hold on, let me tell us. I know it. We never talked about it, but I knew it. I was like, I said, his wife don't like me. I know she don't. And I said, I'm a winner. So now I'm gonna tell you how I know when he was good. I'm gonna tell you when he was good.
So you told me down to like 4 calls a day.
No, hold on, watch. So I didn't even know if I was calling him that much. So I'm just here, and I'm like, I didn't know. But because it's like there was so much that had to be done. Because let me tell y'all something. We make this look easy. We're not even working 10% of what you actually have to do to make it in this industry. We're not even doing 10%. If it was really up to me, I'd be in his house every day. I would have an album out every week, because that's how much work you have to put in to actually accomplish if you want to be in the main industry, getting a check in the way they are. Those people are constantly working. Like when you hear artists, like when Jay-Z said as a CEO, I shouldn't be beating my artists to the studio. That's one of the reasons why he dropped a lot of his artists, because he was beating them to the studio. But here's the thing, back to Keem's wife. I understand, because it's like, I'm not there to hear what he's telling her. And when I said I need Keem off his job, because I was like, he's wearing too many hats. He is a father, he is a husband, he is an editor, he is a producer, he is a speaker, he's all these different hats. So I'm trying to take off some of these hats from him and everything, because I know it's going to drain him one day, and I don't want to see him drain. So I'm just saying, okay, so my goal is get him off his job, get him off his job. So when he going to tell his wife that, get you off the job, we got a house, you got kids, he ain't got no kids.
She didn't sound anything like that.
That's called animation.
Oh yeah.
Camera. Lights, camera, action. Sorry, Miss Jackson.
Oh, no.
So I know she wasn't saying it like that and everything. I knew she's looking out for the best of her husband, and here I am, a stranger, because she didn't know me like that. So I was like, I'm gonna win her over. I know how. Let's put it into action. So when you actually see the show, the first time when I got his music on the radio station in Maryland, his music on so I know that was chipping away at the ice. Then we got the show, chipping away. Studio, Man in the Mirror, the album. That was the name of the album, right? Man in the Mirror? Man in the Mirror album, chipping away. He graduated, all this other stuff. So when I finally knew I won her over, we could end on this note. We was recording my last mixtape that we recording right now, right? And I was at the house. So I had to get ready to go to work. And so she comes downstairs and she goes, "Oh, Keem, we making dinner. You're going to cook the rice. And Dante's staying for dinner."
No, he was making the fish.
The fish, yeah.
Yeah. She didn't ask him. She said, she didn't even look at him. And Dante's staying for dinner and walked off.
We both was like, he gotta go to work.
Never made eye contact with him. Just said it to the room. And Dante is staying.
That's how I knew that. That's when I knew I was good.
Chip the ice away from the concrete.
He ain't gonna let it go.
Hey, but look, if you put a picture on, she's wearing the shirt.
Boom. Oh, she
had the. Go ahead.
She's wearing the official.
Original.
We're gonna make that a word like Bootylicious. The official. She's wearing the official first Beyond the Yawns t-shirt ever. Like, she's the first one to take one out the package. The first one to put one on.
One of one.
One of one. She got the original.
I say, Queen, come in, get your shirt. I paid for it. Take your shirt.
Yeah.
That was the crowning moment.
Oh, and the last message. Thank you again. You were just a part of our first live recording and the end of season 2.
So yes, we accomplished what we wanted to accomplish today.
Before everybody goes, please come up, say your name and age. No, what?
Whose child is that?
I'm your child.
That the mic's off. Plausible deniability? No, but